Hello, friends. Difficult weather conditions, the captain's inattention, or misunderstanding in the crew are just a few of the dozens of reasons why accidents involving ships regularly occur at sea. See only the most epic cases on the water. Let's go. The cargo ship Grand America sank 330 kilometers west of La Rochelle after a fire. There were 2,200 tons of fuel oil on board in the cargo compartments. The Fedra engines failed to start, and efforts to secure new lines from 3 large tugs failed. It was pinned up against the cliffs below the Europa Point lighthouse. 4 of the ship's crew were airlifted to safety by the gallant efforts of the Spanish Coast Guard.
That probably did it. I tried to have a nice relaxing pee and it all got blown away. Let's calm down a bit.
Hard to imagine the violence of the storm.
Yeah. It's still very stormy.
The 195-meter-long oil tanker was caught in a 12-point storm. The wind speed reaches 50 meters per second. The MV Wakashio cargo ship broke in two off the coast of the aftermath of a major hurricane in the Indian Ocean. Part of the cargo on the ship was lost.
We stopped.
On the morning of 16th April 2014, the ferry MV Sewol sank while en route from Incheon towards Jeju City in South Korea. The 6,125-ton vessel sent a distress signal from about 2.7 kilometers north of Byongpungdo at 0858 KST. A severe storm caught a cargo ship in the Pacific Ocean. Huge waves are rolling on the deck.
Нихуя себе, блядь! Вот это въебало, блядь! Не знаю, блядь. Хорошо, что не вышли, блядь.
A South Korean cargo ship carrying approximately 4,000 vehicles bound for the Middle East has listed heavily off the coast of the southern U.S. state of Georgia. The U.S. Coast Guard said the Golden Ray had a pilot and 23 crew members on board when it capsized in St. Simon's Sound. The Ulstein-designed ultra-long-distance towing vessels, ALP Keeper and ALP Sweeper of ALP Maritime's Future Class, towed an FPSO from Singapore to Angola. A 160-meter-long cargo ship was caught in a devastating storm near the Cape of Good Hope. The ship's roll reaches 32 degrees at a critical 40. An emergency situation has occurred off the coast of New South Wales after dozens of containers fell from a cargo ship during a storm at sea. Now there are questions about how securely they were secured during loading at the port. During a cruise ship trip, a passenger suffered a heart attack. A U.S. Marine Boeing Vertol CH-46 Sea Knight came to help. The tugboat Liberty went to the aid of the bulk carrier Federal Miramichi to Guernsey Island on the coast of Normandy in the English Channel. Aurora Australis in a fully developed force 9 gale on her way to Antarctica. Wind 40-45 knots. Significant wave height 9 meters, but the most impressive wave is the dumping 14-meter breaker just ahead of the ship. The 3,400-ton vessel sails through a storm in the North Sea. Cargo ship Dolly collided with a highway bridge in the USA. After the collapse of a more than 2-kilometer-long automobile bridge in Baltimore, rescuers are looking for construction workers who were repairing potholes on the bridge.
Give the call, Pat.
The footage shows an attempt to hijack a cargo ship. Private guards are firing automatic rifles at a speedboat. The boat was neutralized and sank. A huge tanker goes underwater into the sea. On January 26, 2016, the 164-meter vessel lost stability in a storm and quickly drifted towards the French coast in the Bay of Biscay. A team of dedicated rescuers from Smith Salvage arrived at the scene within 24 hours and were able to prevent an environmental disaster. Watch the video of this impressive rescue operation. An Icelandic air rescue team is at work rescuing the crew of a cargo ship, Skalva, caught in a storm. A Chinese Navy warship collided with its own Coast Guard vessel while chasing a Philippine patrol boat in the South China Sea. This rare and dramatic incident has attracted the attention of the world community. A small fishing boat passes powerful waves near the rocks. A large loaded cargo ship sails in the Pacific Ocean through a 10-point Beaufort storm.
बड़ा वाला आ रहा है अभी।
Four people were rescued by the EMQ rescue helicopter after their boat capsized 40 nautical miles off the Townsville coast at John Brewer Reef. Drone footage showed the Solong and the Stena Immaculate floating in the North Sea after their collision. The Stena Immaculate was carrying 220,000 barrels of jet fuel for the U.S. Air Force when it was struck while stationary by the German-owned Solong on Monday morning. In Sri Lanka, the MV Express Pearl, carrying 1,186 containers, including 25 tons of nitric acid, was anchored off the coast of the port city of Negombo when a fire broke out after an explosion. Burning containers filled with chemicals fell into the sea from the deck of the ship as emergency crews extinguished the fire. A large cargo ship ran aground in Mauritius and broke apart, leading to a major oil spill. The crew of a Dutch cargo ship was rescued during a storm off the coast of Norway. The ship was in danger of sinking and causing an oil spill. The footage shows some of the 12 crew members jumping into the ocean, after which they were rescued by a helicopter. The rest were lifted straight from the deck. All of them were taken to a safe place. Anthem of the Seas cruise ship, inaugural transatlantic crossing, arrival in New York Harbor. Video taken on the Queen Elizabeth in very rough seas during her maiden transatlantic crossing in January 2011. October 18, 2014. Ebola scare on board. U.S. Coast Guard picking up blood sample from the Carnival Magic en route back to Galveston. An oil vessel in distress ran aground off the coast, a few dozen meters from Reunion Island. A serious accident as the island is being shaken by a strong tropical cyclone, Batsirai. A tanker carrying petroleum products from the Cayman Islands with a displacement of 25,881 tons caught fire as a result of an explosion. There were a total of 25 people on board, but all of them were rescued. However, 11 sailors and 6 rescuers were injured, mostly from burns and smoke inhalation.
Ни хрена себе, блин.
Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, cruise ship VS Hurricane Storms, 180 mph, winds, and 30-foot waves. A giant cargo ship transports timber during a storm. These waves are quite powerful and high. At such moments, the full force of nature is really felt. A fire broke out on the cargo ship at night. As a result, all the cars were destroyed.
Ja.
Smith Salvage successfully removed the wreck of the TS Taipei offshore Xiamen in the north of Taiwan. The container ship ran aground after an engine failure, broke in two, and sank. For this complex project, Smith Salvage deployed its 1,000-ton floating sheer leg Cyclone and the semi-submersible pontoon Giant 6.
A chemical tanker crashes into waves over 10 meters high during a hurricane-force wind off the coast of Portugal. A powerful storm of this category can or severely damage a ship.
Lukke røde lukkemidler.
Lukke røde lukkemidler. Lukke røde lukkemidler. Lukke røde lukkemidler.
Tilbage 4. Tilbage 4.
Hele besætningen over i styrbordsside. Over i styrbordsside. Pas op for kollision.
Pas op for kollision.
During a patrol in the waters of the Faroe Islands, the French trawler Bruix was suspected of illegal fishing. When a patrol ship approached him, the French trawler refused to let the inspection team on board and headed for the territorial border. During the chase, the two vessels collided. No one was injured.
The South Korean merchant ship Stellar Banner was sunk off the coast of the Brazilian state of Maranhão after running aground and sustaining serious damage. The initial inspection showed that the cargo ship
A large warship confidently overcomes high waves in a storm.
On board the ship MS Expedition, Force 12 on the Beaufort scale, from the Antarctic Peninsula to South America. High seas in the middle of Atlantic Ocean in winter season. 12. Beaufort wind speed. Hurricane. Continuous rolling pitching. Vessel tried to proceed towards Canada with half a head, but 0 GPS speed, only drifting southerly.
Going on a cruise ship trip, you need to be prepared to face the storm. Powerful waves are flooding the deck. It's an exciting sight.
塞 Oh my god Oh my god It's gonna crash
This trip to Antarctica is getting really interesting.
Oh my god
Alright, so we're on the anthem of the seas. And this is what we're doing right now. Got an awesome storm going on. Rocking this massive boat. About 100 plus mile an hour winds, as you can see.
Rare footage from the bridge of the aircraft carrier USS Kitty Hawk, returning home to the naval base in Yokosuka, Japan, during a powerful storm. The starboard bridge at the bow was severely damaged by the impact of strong waves, and the safety net was torn off. Currently, the aircraft carrier has been removed from active service. Incredible footage of a 12,000-ton cargo ship caught in a 10-point storm. There are very long and high waves in the Bay of Biscay. You need to be prepared for this. A fishing boat is sailing through a powerful storm. Huge waves cover the ship and toss it like a light boat. I wonder if the team is scared.
The Japanese-flagged container ship 1 Apus lost 1,916 cargo containers after it was caught up in a violent storm in the Pacific on November 30th, 2020. The vessel arrived on December 8th in the Japanese port of Kobe, where ship owners and managers said a full safety inspection would be carried out. The incident is described as the second biggest cargo loss in shipping history.
On February 15th, all 22 sailors were evacuated from the bulk carrier Good Faith under the flag of Cyprus, which hit the rocks off the coast of Andros Island. The ship, which was heading to Odessa, got caught in a storm and the waves threw it on the rocks. The hull got a hole and took on water. Coast Guard officers who arrived at the accident site evacuated the entire crew from the bulk carrier. A vessel specializing in collecting polluted waters and 3 tugboats were also sent to the area of the incident.